has already begun to slow. 4 quiet places are waiting in a single line. Nothing will rush you from one to the next. The hours can blur without effort. This is one long stretch of calm. The spaces will change, but the pace will not. And the night will keep carrying you forward. The loft is warm over the dark lake. Old timber holds the night together. Reflections travel slowly over the ceiling. A ladder rises from the lower dock. Its rungs shine near the hatch. The hatch stands open by one handspan. Cool air moves through that small gap. It carries damp wood and clean water. No storm rides behind it. The first ceiling beam crosses the room at shoulder height. Its surface is rough and pale. Small nail heads form a dark line. Light from the lake reaches those nails. Each one brightens in turn. Then the silver moves on. A work table stands beneath the beam. A folded chart covers one end. It shows coves and depth lines. A stone holds the chart flat. Blue pencil marks follow the eastern shore. The final mark stops beside a reed bed. Near the chart, a brass compass rests in an open case. Its needle quivers once. Then it points north again. A pair of oarlocks lies beside the compass. Their metal has dulled with age. Water stains circle the lower rims. A dark green spool of waxed cord rests near the table edge. A knife sheath rests beside it. Its loose end forms one careful loop. A canvas tool roll hangs from a peg. The buckles are open. Wooden handles show between the folds. Across the loft, 2 low windows face the lake. Their panes are clear. Moonlight still lingers on the outer glass. Beyond them, the water looks almost black. A pale path crosses the surface. It widens near the dock posts. That moving path reaches the ceiling above. It bends around the rafters. It breaks into thin, wavering pieces. A rope cot stands below the left window. Its blanket is folded at the foot. Blue wool shows beneath a cream edge. A book rests face down near the pillow. The spine reads Northern Lakes. One page corner peeks from the cover. Beside the cot, a lantern sits on a wooden crate. Its glass is clean. The flame is turned very low. The lantern does not color the whole room. It warms only the cot and crate. The lake supplies the rest of the light. A small enamel cup stands near the lantern. Its rim is chipped in one place. The white inside catches a soft amber curve. At the far wall, 3 paddles hang beneath the roof slope. One is cedar. One is ash. One is painted deep blue. Their blades point toward the floor. Their paddles reach the rafters. Moving reflections pass over all three. The blue paddle takes the light first. Then the cedar blade glows. The ash paddle returns to shadow. Below them, a narrow shelf holds jars of screws and hooks. Each lid has a pencil label. The writing is neat but faded. A coil of rope rests on the lowest plank. Its fibers look almost silver. One loop drops toward the floor. The loop stops above a wicker basket. Inside the basket, clean rags form soft squares. A red stripe crosses the upper cloth. Near the center of the loft, a skylight opens between roof boards. No rain touches it tonight. A dark branch reaches across one corner. Stars show through the uncovered glass. They appear faint beside the lake glow. The ceiling keeps both kinds of light. From below comes a small wooden knock. The tide boat has touched its bumper. The sound passes through the floor and fades. The loft answers with silence. Then another silver band reaches the roof peak. The room grows calm again. A life jacket hangs near the ladder hedge. Its straps are buckled loosely. The orange cloth looks brown in the dim. A folded raincoat hangs beside it. Water has dried along the hem. The sleeves fall straight down. On the floor, wide boards run from window to wall. Their knots make dark islands. The moving lake light drifts over them. One board carries a faint boot mark. Another shows a line from an old crate. Neither mark breaks the quiet. At the roof peak, a tiny brass bell hangs from cord. It is used when fog closes the lake. Tonight the air remains open. The boathouse loft holds its simple things: chart, compass, paddles, rope. The lake turns them silver and blue. Below the floor, the narrow boat shifts once more. The bumper takes the sound. The dock returns to stillness. Across the ceiling, reflections keep traveling. They reach the far beam. They fold there and begin again. The loft does not need a lamp for every corner. The water finds them slowly. The night leaves nothing harsh behind. Near the right window, a small wooden box holds fishing floats. Red cork tops show through the open lid. Their round shapes look soft in the moonlight. A folded net hangs from the next peg. Its fine knots cast a quiet pattern. The pattern moves as the water moves. The house above the lake remains hidden among trees. No road reaches this room. Only the dock and dark water lead here. For now, the loft listens to both. The boards stay warm. The lake below keeps turning light toward the ceiling. The silver bands drift farther into the loft. They leave the windows and cross the work table. The chart gains a pale, moving border. The seems larger than before. Below the table, a narrow cabinet holds spare hardware. Its doors are open. Shallow drawers sit in two quiet columns. Brass rings fill the first drawer. Wooden pegs fill the next. A small tin of graphite rests alone. Farther along the wall, a repair bench faces the lake. A cedar paddle lies across two blocks. Its blade has been sanded clean. Fresh grain shows under the moving light. The pale lines follow the paddle's curve. A strip of cloth protects the handle. Above it, clamps hang from an iron rail. Short ones near the left, long ones near the corner. Their shadows cross the roof boards. The shadows lengthen and shorten with the water. No electric light creates that rhythm. The loft path bends around the repair bench. Old rugs soften the boards there. Each rug carries a different faded pattern. One shows red diamonds. Another shows green stripes. The smallest holds only worn blue threads. At the back corner, a cupboard stores folded sails. White canvas fills the lower shelves. Brown paper separates each bundle. A tag on the top bundle reads, "Small Dory." Another reads, "West Wind." The letters were written with a broad pencil. The cupboard doors are tied with cotton tape. The bow sits near the middle. A short end curls against the wood. Beside the cupboard, a pulley block hangs from a ceiling hook. Its wheel is polished at the groove. The rope below ends in a tidy coil. Lake light reaches the metal axle. A small flash appears. It disappears before reaching the wall. The right window looks over a line of reeds. Their dark stems gather near the shore. A slow breeze bends the outer tips. Their movement enters the room as reflection. Thin green-gray lines ripple over the ceiling. The roof becomes a second lake. The loft grows quieter toward the back wall. The dock sounds reach it only faintly. The lake becomes more light than noise. A narrow door there opens into a storage nook. The latch is wooden. The frame leans slightly toward the roof. Inside, boat cushions stand on edge. Striped canvas covers each one. Their corners touch but do not bend. A rolled awning rests across the upper shelf. Leather straps circle both ends. A brass buckle catches a dim glow. On the lower shelf, storm lanterns stand in a row. Their tanks are empty. Their glass chimneys shine like pale bottles. One chimney has a tiny bubble in the glass. The bubble catches the lake light. Then it vanishes inside the curve. A paper packet of spare wicks lies beside them. The packet is folded twice. Blue thread holds it closed. Back in the main loft, a hanging chair faces the windows. Its woven seat is deep and rounded. A small cushion rests inside. The chair hangs from a thick roof beam. Its rope shows no strain. The seat turns only a fraction. That slight turn changes the shadows nearby. The lantern stripe shifts across the cushion. Then the chair settles, facing the lake. A low chest stands behind the chair. Its lid supports a folded wool coat. The collar points toward the window. Inside the chest are winter mooring lines. The lid remains closed. A stenciled word reads, North Dock. The back beam holds old regatta flags. Their colors have faded into rust and cream. Triangular points overlap near the wall. One flag carries a white number 7. Another shows a small blue star. The fabric hangs without stiffness. The lake reflection reaches the flags unevenly. The number brightens first. The blue star appears a moment later. From below comes the low scrape of rope against wood. A knot tightens on the cleat. The sound ends before the chair moves again. No footsteps climb the ladder. No engine approaches across the water. The loft keeps its unhurried night. At the work table, the compass needle remains north. The chart still shows the marked cove. The smooth stone stays over the paper. Above them, the ceiling gathers wider patterns now. The lake surface has begun to change. Small ripples make broader bands. Those bands pass over the paddles. They reach the skylight frame. They dissolve near the roof peak. The loft follows their motion without sound. Its beams turn bright, then dark. Its corners remain warm and calm. Near the ladder hedge, a brass cleat is mounted on the floor. A short practice rope circles it twice. The knot is simple and exact. A small card beside it shows 4 tie patterns: bowline, cleat hitch, square knot, loop. The ink has softened with age. Nothing here feels displayed. The tools belong to real use. The room simply waits between lake days. The lantern near the cot burns lower now. Its amber circle grows smaller. The water light becomes the loft's true clock. At the windows, the reeds shift once more. Their reflection crosses the ceiling. The boathouse carries the lake overhead. The lake turns softly below. The room listens, still. A faint gray begins behind the eastern trees. The lake stays dark beneath the boathouse. Reflections still wander across the ceiling. The loft receives morning by slow degrees. The lantern near the cot is almost finished. Its flame has narrowed to a gold thread. Window light gathers around it. The chart on the work table now shows every shoreline mark. Coves curve around the page. Depth lines gather near the eastern point. The blue pencil route ends by the reed bed. The smooth stone still holds the paper. The brass compass rests beside it. Its needle no longer quivers. North sits clean beneath the glass. The open case catches a pale edge. At the repair bench, the cedar paddle looks warmer Fresh grain rises through the sanded blade. The cloth around the handle remains tied. A thin stripe of dawn reaches the oil jar. The lower bristles turn amber. The hand plane shows a muted bronze line. Clamps above the bench lose their long shadows. Their real shapes become clearer. Iron jaws, wooden pads, dark screws. The stool beneath them keeps its copper strap. Sawdust remains in its narrow crescent. No fresh shaving joins it. Across the rugs, color returns by degrees. Red diamonds show first. Green stripes follow. Blue threads appear last. The storage cupboard near the back wall gains a pale outline. Small Dory can be read easily now. West wind appears below it. Cotton toilet takes still closes the doors. The knot lies flat against the wood. No bundle presses outward. The pulley block above turns slightly toward the window. The axle catches one cool flash. The rope coil remains below. Outside, the reeds take shape along the shore. Thin frost edges some stems. Water shows between them like dark glass. A bird moves once across the far bank. Only its reflection reaches the loft. A quick shadow slides over the ceiling. Then the larger silver bands return. They cover the brief mark. The roof becomes calm again. Near the sill, the field glass stays on folded felt. The cracked leather now looks brown. The lenses hold two small gray circles. The water-level notebook remains open. Dates fill the page. The pressed reed lies between them. At the storage nook, boat cushions keep their upright row. The rolled awning rests above. Storm lanterns stand below. Their chimneys gather morning light. The tiny bubble appears inside one pane. It looks like a drop that never falls. The hanging chair faces the windows. Its cushion has not shifted. The thick rope remains firm at the beam. A broader ripple moves under the boathouse. The chair answers with one slow turn. It settles before facing the room. Behind it, the wool coat stays folded on the chest. North Dock remains visible on the lid. The collar shows a faded green lining. Old regatta flags hang along the back beam. Rust, cream, soft blue. The white number 7 grows clear. The blue star appears beside it. Both marks look gentle in the gray light. Neither flag needs wind to be seen. Below the floor, the tide boat moves against its bumper. The contact makes a low, hollow note. Water closes around the hull again. The ladder hatch still stands open by one handspan. Cool air rises through it. The smell of the lake feels cleaner now. At the opening, the life jacket hangs beside the raincoat. Orange cloth returns beneath the dimness. Dry watermarks remain near the coat hem. practice rope still circles the brass cleat. 4 knot patterns sit on the small card. The faded names can be read. Beyond the glass, rain threads the narrow lane. Inside, the workshop listens to its own wood. A lamp burns beneath a green shade. Its circle rests on the central bench. Everything beyond it waits in amber shadow. The front door is locked with a brass key. A velvet curtain covers the lower pane. Water beads along the upper glass. Across the room, shelves climb to the ceiling. Cases of walnut, oak, and black lacquer stand shoulder to shoulder. Their dials hold different hours. One shows 12 past 2. Another waits at 6. A small carriage clock points toward midnight. None agree. That is part of the quiet. The bench carries the evening's unfinished work. A pocket watch lies open on a square of chamois. Its balance wheel has been removed. Beside it, a row of screws rests in a shallow tray. Each screw is smaller than a grain of rice. The tray has 7 narrow channels. A loop sits near the edge. Its black rim shines under the lamp. A faint circle marks the place where it was set down. The clockmaker's stool is pushed back. One leg touches a strip of worn floor. The leather seat holds a soft hollow. Above the bench, hand tools hang from tiny hooks. Tweezers, files, pin vices. Their shadows lean across the plaster. A long regulator clock occupies the far wall. Its glass door is open. The brass pendulum hangs perfectly vertical. The bob catches the lamp in one pale crescent. The rod rises into darkness. No tick follows. Rain moves across the shop front. The reflections slide over the floorboards. They reach the regulator and break against its base. Near the wall, a narrow cabinet contains labeled drawers. Mainsprings, jewels, hands, crowns. The lettering is faded but exact. Every drawer closes flush. Only one stands open by the width of a fingernail. Inside it, blue paper holds 3 moon-shaped springs. Their edges gleam. The paper has darkened at the folds. A wooden rack displays pocket watches without chains. Silver cases rest in shallow cups. One case bears a worn engraving of wheat. Another carries 2 initials. A third is plain. Their lids reflect the lamp in small, muted arcs. The workshop window looks toward the lane. A striped awning hangs above it. Rainwater drops from the lowest edge. Each falling drop distorts the glass for an instant. Street light stretches. Then the pain clears again. At the rear, a curtain divides the shop from the workroom. The fabric is dark red. A braided cord holds it to one side. Beyond it, another bench faces a smaller window. This bench is older. Knife marks cross its front rail. A dismantled mantel clock rests there. Its white dial leans against the wall. Roman numerals curve around a hairline crack. The clock's case stands empty. Dust has been brushed from the inner ledge. A fresh strip of felt waits nearby. The felt is deep green. A chalk line crosses one end. Scissors lie open beside it. On the upper shelf, glass domes cover delicate mechanisms. One protects a brass anniversary clock. Another shelters a miniature lighthouse automaton. The lighthouse is no taller than a cup. Its painted windows are dark. A tiny mirrored sea circles the base. The mechanism beneath it has also stopped. The sea does not turn. The little tower holds its beam inside. Near the back window, a kettle sits on a cast iron stove. The stove has gone cold. A cup stands upside down on a cloth. The cloth carries a blue border. One corner has been repaired by hand. The stitches are almost invisible. A coat hangs behind the door. Rain has dried along the shoulders. A narrow measuring chain peeks from one pocket. The air carries beeswax, oil, and old paper. Nothing sharp. Nothing fresh from the street. The ceiling is crossed by dark beams. Between them, plaster shows a warm cream tone. A small crack runs toward the chimney breast. It stops above a framed certificate. The ink has browned with age. A gold seal still catches the light. Below it, a drawer clock waits on a testing stand. Its wooden dial is painted with roses. The hands meet at 4. A key rests beneath the stand. Its bow is shaped like a clover. The shaft points toward the bench. Near the floor, a basket holds discarded packing straw. A folded newspaper lines the bottom. Only the date can be read. Rain deepens outside. The lane grows emptier. The shop front gathers a darker reflection. Inside, the clocks hold their separate hours. The lamp hums faintly. The workshop settles around the silence. At the central bench, the open watch receives a narrow shine. A bridge plate brightens. Then the rain shifts the window light away. The loop rests near the edge. The tiny screws wait in their channels. Every pendulum has stopped, yet the old building still shifts around them. A beam gives one low wooden sigh. The sound crosses the cases. It reaches the glass. Rain carries it away. The lamp is low. Past the red curtain, the workroom narrows beneath the roof. The smaller window faces a courtyard well. Rain circles down the bricks. A pale drainpipe divides the view. Here the lamp does not reach. Light arrives from a frosted globe. above the rear bench. Its glow is milk white and steady. A rack of unfinished hands stands below it. Some are blued steel, some are brass. One pair has been painted ivory. They are fixed into cork by their tips. Long minute hands rise above shorter companions. Their shadows make a fine forest on the wall. The cracked mantle dial waits nearby. Its numerals have been cleaned. A soft brush lies across the number 8. A saucer holds cloudy water from the work. Black dust has settled along the rim. The surface reflects the globe. Under the bench, a treadle lathe occupies a wooden frame. Its belt hangs slack. The wheel rests with one spoke at the top. A curl of brass remains beside the cutting tool. It is thin as ribbon. The end coils inward like a fern. Against the courtyard wall, pigeonholes contain envelopes. Each envelope carries a surname and a date. Some paper has turned the color of tea. One is tied with green thread. Another has a wax stain. A third bears a drawing of a missing gear. The clockmaker has written measurements around the drawing. Tiny fractions crowd the margin. A question mark sits beside one tooth. A cabinet above the pigeonholes opens with 2 glass doors. Within it, bottles stand in descending height. Oil, shellac, cleaning spirit. The smallest bottle has a ground stopper. The largest wears a paper cap. A drop of amber liquid clings inside one neck. Lower shelves hold boxes for finished repairs. Each box is lined with cotton. Blank tags wait beneath the lids. The nearest contains an empty impression. A round watch once rested there. The cotton has kept its shape. Farther back, a steep stair climbs to the loft. A chain crosses the first step. Its hook is fastened to an eye in the wall. The stair treads are narrow and dark. Their centers have been polished by years of shoes. Dust gathers only near the edges. Above, the loft hatch is closed. A seam of darkness outlines it. Rain taps somewhere on the roof beyond. The sound enters unevenly. 3 light drops. A pause. Then a soft scatter over slate. A tall case clock stands beneath the stair. Its hood has been removed and placed on a blanket. The exposed movement fills the upper frame. Wheels overlap in bronze circles. Teeth meet without pressure. A chain descends toward 2 iron weights. The weights hang at different heights. One nearly touches the floor. The other stops beside the waist molding. A paper label is pinned inside the case. It records the last cleaning. The ink is still blue. On the floor beside it, a shallow pan holds old oil. A faint rainbow crosses the surface. The colors shift when rain brightens the window. The courtyard drain begins to whisper. Water finds the pipe. The sound travels behind the bricks. It does not resemble a clock. It has no measured interval. It bends and thins as the rain changes. That loose rhythm passes through the workroom. Glass bottles answer with a brief vibration. The tall case remains silent. At a side desk, ledger ledgers are stacked beneath a stone weight. Their cloth spines show years in gold. Several numbers have rubbed away. The upper book is open. A column lists repairs received in autumn. Another records dates returned. Between the entries, the clockmaker has drawn a small leaf. Its stem curls beneath the final line. The pencil point fades before the edge. A ruler lies across both pages. One end is stained dark by ink. The brass strip along its side has dulled. Near the desk, an umbrella dries in a copper stand. Its wooden handle curves toward the wall. 4 drops gather beneath the ferrule. The coat from the front room casts a narrow shadow through the curtain. Its measuring chain catches the rear light. For a moment, one link shines. Then the frosted globe steadies the room again. Ivory hands in the rack seem almost white. Blue steel turns toward charcoal. A small clock for a dollhouse occupies the corner shelf. Its face is smaller than a coin. 2 painted hands point to 9. The wooden case has a working door. A minute key hangs from thread beside it. The thread is knotted to a pin. Above the shelf, a framed photograph shows the workshop long ago. The same window appears behind 3 figures. The benches were new then. The faces are too dim to study. Aprons form pale shapes. A wall clock in the photograph points to another forgotten hour. Below the frame, a metronome stands among clock parts. Its wooden cover has been removed. The metal arm leans left. A scale of numbers runs behind it, grave near the base. Rain governs the room instead. It slips through the courtyard pipe. The metronome offers no reply. Under the bench, brass curls beside the lathe. Above it, unfinished hands point into the quiet. Glass receives the dawn. Toward morning, the rain becomes a mist. The lane loses its silver threads. Window glass turns gray. The workshop begins to separate from its shadows. Walnut cases emerge first, then brass rims, then the pale faces of clocks along the shelves. Their hours are easier to read now. 2:17, 6 exactly, 11:58. The difference between them feels gentle. Each dial preserves a private interruption. None demands correction before dawn. Under the green shade, the lamp grows warmer against the new light. Its circle tightens around the open pocket watch. Screws glimmer in their narrow tray. The empty space for the balance wheel is still precise. A bridge spans one side of the movement. Ruby bearings appear as dark red points. The clockmaker's loop rests beside the chamois. A single fiber clings to its rim. The black edge shows years of handling. Across the front room, rainwater leaves the awning in slower drops. They fall one by one. The lane receives each without echo. A bakery window glows at the far corner. Its light does not enter the shop. It draws a small gold rectangle on wet stone. Inside, the regulator clock stands with its door ajar. Morning Morning settles on the pendulum bob. The crescent of lamplight becomes a full, dull circle. The rod disappears into the movement above. Fine suspension wire holds the weight. Everything is ready except motion. Beside the cabinet, blue paper in the open drawer has softened at its folds. 3 curved springs lie upon it. Their shadows are now visible. Labels across the drawer fronts can be read without the lamp. Escapements, staffs, pins, keys. A lower drawer carries no word. Its brass pull has been polished brighter than the rest. A small scratch arcs beneath it. At the rack of pocket watches, engraved wheat brightens along the stems. The initials on the next case become clear. A plain lid reflects the window. None of the cases opens. The rack leans back on its stand. Cotton cups cradle the silver. Through the red curtain, the rear room changes more slowly. The courtyard well holds a square of pearl-colored sky. Mist drifts past the drainpipe. The frosted globe is still lit. Its white circle meets the dawn without conflict. One light belongs to work. The other belongs to weather. On the bench, cleaned Roman numerals surround the cracked dial. The brush lies over 8. The saucer water has cleared near the center. A trace of black dust forms a crescent at the rim. The shape resembles a new moon. It trembles when water moves in the pipe. Underneath, the treadle lathe has gathered a cool sheen. Its top spoke points toward the bench. The slack belt curves between 2 wheels. The brass shaving beside the tool has not uncoiled. Morning finds every turn of it. The ribbon gives back a quiet yellow line. At the stair, the chain still crosses the first step. The loft hatch remains closed. Slate above receives the final mist. There are fewer taps now. Long spaces open between them. Within those spaces, the building can be heard. A joint settles near the chimney. Glass gives a tiny click inside one cabinet. The floor adjusts beneath the tall case. These sounds have no sequence. They do not count the minutes. They belong to wood, temperature, and weight. The exposed movement under the stair takes the gray light. Bronze wheels overlap. Iron weights hang at their unequal levels. The paper label inside the case reads clearly now. Cleaned in October. Return after testing. Testing has paused with the rest of the room. The blue ink carries no urgency. The pen holds the note flat. The first 30 seconds of night feel close. Snow rests on every low stone wall. The lanterns make a path without asking. At the orchard gate, a wooden latch lies flat. Frost covers the iron loop. A small sign reads, "House closed." The letters stay clear beneath the ice. No glove lifts the latch. No hinge turns in the cold. Beyond the gate, apple trees stand in even rows. Their branches are bare. Snow fills each narrow fork. Lanterns hang from short shepherd hooks. One light marks every third tree. The flames stay low behind glass. Warm circles gather on the snow. Dark trunks rise through them. The orchard keeps both gold and blue. A narrow path runs toward the house. Its stones are buried. Only the raised edges still show. No boot breaks the surface. No sled line crosses the white. The path remains ready and empty. At the first tree, 3 apples remain on a high branch. Their skins have gone dark red. Snow rests on their upper curves. One apple turns slightly in the breeze. The branch gives one soft creak. Then both return to stillness. A lantern below it holds a small, steady flame. The glass is clear. A brass vent darkens near the top. No smoke gathers inside. No wick flares. The light keeps one patient shape. Farther in, a wooden ladder rests against a pear tree. Its feet stand deep in snow. The top rung touches a thick limb. No one climbs it. No basket waits below. The ladder keeps its winter angle. Beside the path, an empty crate sits under a canvas cover. The cover is tied at both ends. A pale cord crosses the lid. Nothing presses from inside. No corner lifts. The crate remains under its thin, white cap. The orchard house stands beyond the final row. 2 stories, a steep roof. One porch lamp over the door. Snow gathers along the lower shingles. The chimney rises without smoke. The windows hold dim amber squares. At the front porch, 3 steps rise from the path. A broom leans against the rail. Its bristles are stiff with frost. A small shovel rests beside it. The blade is clean. No fresh snow has been moved. The porch boards show old gray grain. A woven mat lies before the door. Its center reads, "Welcome." The word is half covered. Only "well" remains clear. No foot brushes the rest away. Beside the door, a bell hangs from a black bracket. Its rope ends in a wooden pole. The knot stays firm. No hand reaches it. No bell crosses the orchard. The house keeps the night outside. A narrow bench stands under the porch window. A folded blanket rests on one arm. Its red stripe shows under the lamp. The fabric remains dry. No one carries it indoors. The bench keeps its empty place. Through the window, a front room can be seen. A table lamp glows beside a chair. No figure passes behind the curtain. The chair faces a cold fireplace. Logs rest inside the grate. No ember shows between them. On the mantel, a clock stands under a glass dome. The hands move past one. No chime reaches the porch. A bowl of winter apples rests on the table. Green, gold, deep red. Their skins catch the lamp. One leaf remains beside the bowl. Its edge has curled inward. Nothing disturbs it. At the side wall, a rain barrel stands under the gutter. Its lid is white with snow. A metal tap points toward the ground. No water runs. No ice breaks from the rim. The barrel keeps its dark weight. Behind it, a stack of split wood rests under a lean-to. The pieces form careful rows. Snow touches only the outer ends. A hatchet hangs from a hook nearby. The blade faces the wall. The handle stays dry. Beyond the house, more lanterns follow the orchard slope. They grow smaller between the trees. Then the last one fades near the hill. A low wind moves through the upper branches. Snow dust falls from one twig. It catches the nearest lantern. The grains brighten. They settle. The orchard returns to its deep quiet. Nothing begins beyond the gate. Nothing calls from the house. The lanterns keep glowing between frozen trees. At the porch rail, a metal cup rests upside down. Its rim holds a white line of frost. No hand turns it over. Near the first step, a rabbit track ends beside the hedge. 4 small marks. Then clean snow again. The hidden animal is long gone. The track stays soft. The lantern light never reaches it fully. At the kitchen window, a lace curtain hangs halfway. Warm light touches the lower pane. A kettle sits on the stove beyond it. No steam rises. No lid trembles. The room keeps its own still warmth. A final lantern stands beside the back corner. Its flame bends once, then it grows straight again. The orchard house waits beyond every golden circle. Near the final tree, a small iron hook holds an empty basket. Snow fills the woven bottom. The handle leans toward the trunk. No one lifts it before morning. Past the porch, a side path circles the house. Snow lies deeper there. Lanterns continue between the trees. No window opens to the cold. The same orchard hush follows the wall. Warm glass glows behind the curtains. The frozen rows remain close outside. At the kitchen door, a brass latch sits under frost. A narrow awning keeps the step dry. 3 milk bottles stand in a crate. Their glass looks pale blue. Metal caps catch the porch light. No one carries them inside. A boot scraper rests beside the threshold. Its iron teeth hold white powder. No boot crosses the ridges. Under the eaves, hooks hold garden aprons. The cloth has gone stiff with cold. One pocket keeps a wooden tag. The tag reads, South Row. The letters are worn. The string remains tied. Beyond the door, the kitchen stays warm and empty. A long table stands under a shaded lamp. 4 chairs rest around it. One chair has been pushed back. Its legs stop near the rug. No hand returns it to the table. A loaf rests beneath a linen cloth. The cloth forms a low square. No slice has been cut. Beside it, a jar of honey catches the lamp. The lid is closed. A wooden spoon lies on a saucer. At the stove, a black kettle waits on one burner. The handle points toward the wall. No steam clouds the window. Copper pans hang above the counter. Their rounded sides hold soft amber circles. Nothing touches them. A shelf carries jars of dried fruit, apples, pears, plums. The labels face outward. One jar is nearly empty. 2 pale slices rest at the bottom. The glass remains sealed. Near the pantry door, a basket holds folded cloths. Red checks, blue stripes, plain white linen. Every fold stays square. No cloth slips over the rim. The basket keeps its careful stack. The pantry itself is dark. Only one lower shelf can be seen. Preserve jars stand in quiet rows. A paper label reads, Winter stock. The pencil marks remain dark. No jar is taken. Back outside, the path turns toward the tool shed. Lantern light weakens between the trunks. Snow covers the shed roof. A sliding door faces the orchard. Its metal track is white with frost. The handle remains still. Beside it, pruning baskets hang from pegs. Each basket keeps a leather strap. No buckle opens. Long-handled tools stand in a rack. Rake, hoe, pruning pole. Their heads face the wall. A sharpening stone rests on the bench. Gray dust marks one corner. No blade moves across it. Above the bench, seed packets fill a wooden drawer. The drawer is closed. A brass label reads, Spring. No packet is chosen tonight. No soil waits in trays. The shed keeps winter instead. At the far wall, lantern oil stands in 2 metal cans. Both caps are tight. A funnel hangs above them. One drop has dried near the spout. The mark stays dark. Nothing reaches the floor. No bell sounds. No worker checks the hour. The shed remains still. Outside again, the orchard falls down a shallow slope. Lanterns mark the path below. Their gold circles narrow with distance. Snow rests on low branches. Some branches are tied with cloth strips. The strips mark younger trees. One strip moves in the breeze. It lifts once. Then it lies against the bark. Near the lower row, a water pump stands under a wooden cover. The handle is locked upright. Ice rims the metal base. No water rises. No bucket waits below. The pump keeps its winter silence. A stone trough runs beside the row. Snow fills it from end to end. Only the carved rim remains visible. A lantern stands at each corner. Their flames stay small. No heat reaches the frozen stone. Farther on, the orchard fence meets a narrow bridge. The bridge crosses a dry ditch. Snow rounds every plank. A rope rail follows both sides. Its fibers look silver with frost. No hand tests the line. At the center, one lantern hangs from a low post. Its light falls into the ditch. Dry grass appears beneath the snow. Nothing moves below. No water runs under the bridge. The ditch remains quiet. Across it, old pear trees stand in wider spacing. Their trunks bend toward the hill. Lanterns hang lower there. One glass pane has fogged from inside. The flame looks softer behind it. The brass frame stays warm. A tiny drop forms on the lower edge. It gathers. Then it falls into snow. The mark closes at once. The white surface looks smooth again. The lantern keeps burning. Near the final row, an orchard cart rests under a lean-to. Its wooden sides are empty. The wheels sit in shallow snow. A folded tarp covers the front board. The rope around it stays tight. No wheel turns toward the house. The orchard house remains above the slope. Warm windows show between branches. The roof keeps its white line. Nothing begins in the side yard. Nothing calls from the shed. The lantern path continues through the frozen trees. At the bridge post, a metal tag marks the lower orchard. The stamped number is 7. Frost fills the deeper grooves. The tag does not swing. The post keeps its shadow. The snow keeps every quiet edge. A pale gray gathers behind the frozen orchard. The lanterns still glow between the trees. The house does not wake at once. No door opens to the morning. Snow keeps the night shape of every path. Warm windows remain behind the branches. The final flames stay calm. At the orchard gate, the wooden latch is unchanged. Frost still covers the iron loop. House closed remains under the ice. No glove reaches it. No hinge turns. The first row stays untouched. Apple trees stand in the softer gray. Bare branches hold their white lines. 3 dark apples remain above the path. The nearest lantern looks paler now. Its flame still holds. The glass remains clear. A small wind touches the upper twigs. One branch gives a brief creak. Then the orchard returns to stillness. The wooden ladder remains against the pear tree. Its feet stay deep in snow. No basket waits below. The covered crate keeps its tied canvas. A pale cord still crosses the lid. No corner has lifted. Beyond the rows, the orchard house gains more detail. Gray siding, dark shutters, snow along the roof edge. The porch lamp remains warm. The broom still leans against the rail. The shovel stays beside it. Welcome remains half covered on the mat. Only well can still be read. No foot clears the rest. The porch bell hangs from its black bracket. The wooden pole remains still. No sound reaches the trees. On the bench, the folded blanket keeps its red stripe. The cloth remains dry. No one carries it inside. Through the window, the chair still faces the fireplace. The table lamp remains on. No ember appears in the grate. The mantel clock continues through the hour. The glass dome catches pale morning. No chime reaches the porch. The bowl of winter apples stays on the table. Green, gold, deep red. The curled leaf remains beside them. At the kitchen window, the lace curtain stays halfway drawn. The black kettle remains on the stove. No steam touches the pane. Inside, the long table keeps 4 chairs. One chair remains slightly back. The covered loaf stays near the lamp. The honey jar remains closed. The wooden spoon still rests on its saucer. No breakfast begins. Copper pans keep their amber marks. Dried fruit jars remain on the shelf. Winter stock stays in the dark pantry. At the side door, 3 milk bottles still stand in the crate. Their metal caps look duller now. No hand lifts them. The boot scraper remains under frost. The garden aprons stay beneath the eaves. South row still hangs from one pocket. Past the wall, the tool shed remains closed. Snow stays on the roof. The sliding door does not move. Pruning baskets remain on their pegs. Long tools keep their rack. The sharpening stone stays on the bench. The seed drawer marked spring is still shut. Oil cans remain capped. The funnel hangs above them. No worker enters before day. No tool leaves its place. The shed keeps winter a little longer.